After opening the Schematic AI application, the first step is to set up your API keys. You can do this by navigating to the Settings menu and selecting API keys. Here, you can input your credentials or configure your local LLM models using Ollama. Once that's ready, open a new project and give it a name. Now, you can begin adding elements to the main window. Your first option is to use the AI-powered search bar. Simply type your request, for example, PLC S7-1200. Verify the model is correct and insert it into your chosen folio. Important: specifying a folio number is mandatory for both the search and chat windows. If you are using the chat function, you must explicitly state the destination. For example, say, I want a PLC on folio number 1. If you don't include the folio number, the command will not execute.
The right-hand panel is your workspace for building your schematic. For example, if you need a 3-phase motor, simply search for it, select the model you require, and insert it directly into your prompt. I've already prepared a prompt here. It's best practice to group your library elements and their specific identifiers within a single prompt. For this example, I'm adding a motor starter. You can either copy it or type it in, and labeling the components Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4. Once you're ready, click Send to process the prompt using your configured API key. A dialog window will appear, allowing you to review the generated code. Finally, click Apply, and your components will automatically populate in the schematic. As you become more proficient with the software, you can move away from the right side panel and interact directly with the prompt script. Now that you're familiar with the specific terminology used in the system, you can build complex layouts with simple commands. For example, you can instantly add 12 incoming arrows to folio 3. Just type the command, and in a second, it's done. The prompt is a powerful tool. Use it to its full potential. Any component from the library can be inserted into your schematics this way. Once you've mastered the names of the library elements, you can bypass the menus and build your projects entirely through the prompt. Now, let's move to the center of the action, the canvas. If you prefer to use this software in standalone mode, you can simply drag and drop elements from the right-hand library directly onto the folio. All core functions remain fully operational in this mode. Let's look at how to manipulate elements on the screen. For example, if we use a prompt to insert an incoming arrow, which represents a signal coming from another part of your document, we can easily adjust it. Rotate. Press R on your keyboard. Delete, undo. You can remove elements or undo your last action with standard commands. Selection. You can select a single component or highlight the entire group to move them all at once. Next, I want to demonstrate wire mode. By pressing W on your keyboard, the canvas enters wiring mode. In this example, we are using a Schneider PLC. You can simply click to connect your terminals. To exit wire mode, just press W again. Of course, you can edit or delete wires and undo any mistakes as you go. Finally, once your schematics are complete, you have 2 export options. Export folio. This exports only the current page you are working on. Export all. This command exports every folio in your project. That's all for now. I'll be back in the next video to explore even more advanced features. See you then.